It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC West. It's the Rams and the Hawks coming up next.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. With no hesitation there, not only do they throw it on their first play, Charles, they throw it into double coverage and complete it.
They might as well have gone to a podium and just announced, we are not going to be challenged or bullied in this game. We're taking a fight to you, just like they did right there on the first rep.
Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers, down to the 42, second down. And this one, CD, an interesting one to start the season in the NFC West. A lot of people think that this is the 49ers division to lose, but you caution not so fast.
Remember Seattle 2022? A playoff team, and the Rams, they took a dip, but renewed sense of purpose, renewed sense of optimism, and 14 picks used in the NFL draft. The Rams think they can be back a lot quicker.
Stafford on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. And he was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That takes us from second to third down. Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5.
Holding, feeding team.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. We're going to look here at the Seahawks picks from the 2023 draft. They were one of 4 teams to make a pair of first-round selections this year. And the general consensus, CD, they did pretty darn well with both of them.
I'll say, partner, and also say this. Seattle, we're used to seeing them have size in the corners. But Devin Witherspoon out of Illinois, he may not have the size, but his physical play fits Seattle perfectly, as well as Jackson Smith-Njigba, a terrific slot receiver out of Ohio State. Many thought he was the best in this year's draft. Added to the pass rush with Derek Hall, and Zach Charbonnet adds to an already strong backfield with Kenneth Walker.
Now Geno on first down. Incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Now Geno. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from the 20. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Second down, here's Charbonnet. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
On second down, here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Smith now to throw. Dance into his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, this is Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Here's Andy Lee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Seahawks have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And they'll go on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Geno now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Smith. Here's a diving catch right side. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Rams.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Devin Bush in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, short throw, it's Higbee.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 43 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Here's Moore. He will return it. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional. But that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And the Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will pick up the first down as he is out of bounds. And on that, we will reach the 2-minute warning. Again, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. On first down, Stafford here. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 50, Stafford. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And now Smith going to change the play. Now Geno on first down. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Smith. That is caught. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Geno's going to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Time for another look now at Geno Smith and the Seahawk offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Smith. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They snap it to Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
4 yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Smith on 1st down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. That is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And he is going to lose yardage here. Mario Edwards from his in spot able to push in there and drop him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyquan Thornton, 85 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try to make a comeback.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the L.A. offense. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a race. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Smith going to move him around. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Throwing again is Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Here's Smith looking to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Stafford. To the right side and complete to Atwell. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring out the third down. Coming up, we're looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Throwing again at Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
At the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Shoves him aside. And here a juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll be brought down at the 27.
And the Rams first down.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. 27 yards. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Seahawks 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Geno's going to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
To throw on second down is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And Walker has it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Now Myers for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 67 yards. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Stafford on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? Walking us out.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jordan Brooks dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets us away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
13X. 53.
Now Smith. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Geno. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Lock staying put. 4th down, and they're going for it.
Let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Lock. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. And that should just about do it. That one a backbreaker. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. A run now with Charbonnet.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on